Good afternoon, Sandy. Welcome to our 6 simple questions. You were very kindly our speaker in March, and thank you for that. But would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, thank you. I'm Sandy Lindsay, and I'm founder and chair of Tangerine, which is a communications agency. We've got about 80 people, and our sweet spot is digital marketing. I also founded the Juice Academy, which is a not-for-profit digital marketing apprenticeship program. And I also founded last year during lockdown Vine Insights, which is a digital insights agency in London. I'm also a non-exec director of the Rugby Football League and North Coders and Flock. And I'm on the board of a couple of charities, Forever Manchester and Teach First.
Great. You said it might be a long one, that one. But let's think about Tangerine PR. We heard a little bit of the story last week. How did that all come about?
Tangerine started because I was working at a very large PR agency, and we had 10 offices across the UK and Ireland, and we were bought by VC, and it changed the business substantially overnight. Nice. And I didn't like the way it was operating. So I talked myself out of a job. And was told that the problem with me was I had too strong a moral streak, and was offered redundancy. Cutting a very long story short here, and all of my friends and family were saying, "This is great. You can start your own business." It's not something I'd ever wanted to do. Yeah. But the more people tell you can do it, coupled with this hideous moral streak I just discovered, I actually thought, well, the only thing I can do is start my own business and prove that it is possible to run a business that's both ethical and profitable. You don't have to choose.
Yeah. No, great. Thank you for that. So in the business network, you didn't stay for the lunch, but what we do is we ask some personal questions, not too personal, I'm pleased to say, but outside business, what's your hobbies and passions?
I love socializing. I've got a really brilliant group of friends. We have a book club. We have a theatre group, not a theatre group where we act, but a theatre group where we act up. So we've got a big group of people that go to the theatre when we're allowed, concerts, festivals, all sorts of things. And they're all absolutely brilliant people. So we have a lot of fun. I'm a red, sorry about that, season ticket holder for 12 years.
Thought that might come up.
Yeah, I thought I might mention that, especially after this weekend. And I'm now a massive rugby league fan as well, which is fantastic. So yeah, I do an awful lot. And I think a work-life balance is incredibly important when you're a busy business professional.
Definitely. Yeah. Right. So the other thing I do is listen to quite a few podcasts these days. Have you got any you'd recommend?
Yeah, I'm not massively into podcasts, to be honest. It's something I've not actually got into. I'm more of a book reader, but I do like the High Performance podcast. I was listening to Kevin Sinfield from obviously the World of Rugby League last week, and he was just fantastic. If you've not heard it, I would recommend listening to it. What I like about it is they talk to people who are brilliant in their own field, but those learnings can be applied in every field, you know, regardless of what your background. So it's a really well done. And there are a few others I've listened to, but to say I've never really gotten into the podcast thing.
Right. Not to worry. That's great. Well, you've mentioned books, so come on, recommend a book to us.
Oh, right. My favourite, well, in terms of fiction, I could recommend 1,000, but my favourite one I normally recommend to people, I recommend to all the apprentices in the academy, for instance, is The Chimp Paradox, written by Professor Steve Peters, who is credited with the success of the British cycling team, you might remember. And it's based on the premise that in your head you have a chimp, a human being, and a computer. And it teaches you how to manage your chimp, who is basically a 7-year-old kid who never grows up and throws tantrums and gets you to do naughty things. It teaches you who your human is, and it teaches you how to manage your computer, which is where everything's stored, for better and worse. And it literally was life-changing for me when I read that book. And I know an awful lot of people that I've recommended it to have said the same. It is literally transformational in terms of not just understanding yourself, but knowing other people and how to manage and work with other people well.
Great. It's a while since I've read it, so I'll have to dip back into that. So thanks for that. And the final question is, any words of wisdom out there for the people watching this, the millions, let's hope.
On the business front?
Yes, well, it can be about anything, but yeah, business, yes.
Okay. I mean, I think I had to choose one. It would always be the people. I learned very early on in my career, but not just my business career, but my actual career, is that if you surround yourself with brilliant people, you literally can't fail. I've done that very successfully in all of my businesses, and I've been very, very lucky in the people I've had around me, and they have made the businesses and teams that I've worked in work. Not me. I'm usually the one that kind of makes all the noise and comes up with some ideas, but brilliant people make everything brilliant, and they make your life easier as well.
Yeah, and you mentioned that in the talk right at the start, which is great. We've done something similar with one of our business interests that we do, and it's made such a difference bringing in somebody instead of trying to do it all yourself, which is you know, you can find yourself coming backwards, can't you? So
completely.
But Sandy, thank you so much for taking part. So
you're very welcome.
Okay, thank you.
All right, lovely to talk to you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.